So today we are outside. I fixed my front tire. It was leaky, so I had to replace it. But right now we are going to budget camp to pick up something very special. Just picked up this from budget camp. So this is a really nice package with wow. However, not yet, because I got to pick up something at Camera Express, and yeah, this thing is for a little bit later. Okay, so right now at Camera Express, and I'm going to pick up a converter for this lens right now. You might see there's a bit of vignetting, but I'm going to make this an even wider lens. So now you can see the vignetting on the sides are gone, and yeah, should be still pretty straight. Yeah, before I only had also tested out the fisheye, but that one was quite of a fisheye. I really like this one because there is like no distortion. So this adapter actually is the ECU1. I can actually remove it right now. So this is the adapter. It's an adapter that costs about 100 euros, and yeah, it makes it much more of a wide angle. Also, this lens combo is pretty light. It's not the sharpest, but it's still okay sharpness for using on the A6000 or A6300 on the gimbal. Right now I'm going to eat something. Also, another thing about this lens combination is it has face detection on, so it can focus on my face, so for vlogging it's much easier. So yeah, now at KFC getting some junk food. Planning right now is cycling back to Rotterdam Central and back home. So we are actually right now in Alexandria, which is another part of Rotterdam, but it's about 45 minutes a cycle. Right now almost home, and yeah, first thing going to unpack the stuff and do some product shoots. So we are right now at David's office. So we are just starting to try out the 1DX and also the Atomos Ninja on the A7S, but we already encountered an issue. So with the HDMI cable, it was first working during the 4K, but now it doesn't. It actually only outputs 1080p for one reason. Now it's on the 1DX, it doesn't output on the screen and output directly on the Atomos, which is also quite annoying. Still have to change the settings to see how we can get things done. I find the menu really hard to use. The actual menu inside the 1DX is quite of a maze, especially when you don't have the manual to actually read what you should be doing.
So it is about, I think it's, what is it? Oh, the time is not right. It stopped working. I mean, we are working so long right now that the time has stopped working, so I think we need to go.
So the test wasn't that impressive with the 1DX Mark II. And yeah, I didn't really want to be such a drag on Canon, but it's just not a great camera. I rather it had much better results, especially it's being 3 times more the price of the Sony A7S, and pretty much for 6,000 bucks you can buy an FS5. So I think you better spend your money on an FS5 instead, or maybe actually the C100 is probably better than even the 1DX Mark II. even though it doesn't do 4K and have no slow-mo. But the high ISO range is at least way better than it.
It's good for photography though.
So this was day 1 of the video test. It's not as what we have expected.
It's not really a video test, it was a total failure.
Yeah. So yeah, pretty much it's not really that great of a video camera. So luckily it's not only video that I do, so tomorrow is also a photography test, and also we are going to test our film during the daylight and see how that does, especially the slow-mo and such.
Well, maybe we shouldn't say that it's not a good video camera, because this is just a low light test. Not every camera is as good as the Sony A7S, which is pretty extraordinary. So maybe it's gonna surprise us. Who knows?
Yeah, but there's one thing with the dynamic range. Yeah, without it having log or anything close to it, it just already is a downside of that. So with any of the Sony cameras, you now have S-Log, and especially yeah, even on Panasonic you have V-Log or Syn-Like D, which you get pretty nice dynamic range with. So yeah, up to tomorrow for the next test.
See you tomorrow.